Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel again. Thanks for joining us in another one here on the coach's desk. Yeah, we have a quick update we want to give you, but before we get into the details of that update, please remember, people, like the video, share the content, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Big up the new subscribers who have joined in, and thank you for the feedback in the comment section. All right, let's jump into it, because someone on no patience to, no want me just telling you right off. And anyways, we have information reaching the coach's desk that one Rasheed Broadbell could be out for the remainder of the season. Yes, that is the information that has reached the coach's desk, that Rasheed Broadbell could be out, might be out for the remainder of the season. And that is really sad. And why will he be out for the season when we were informed that it was some sort of cut that he got, and that was pretty much not something that could actually, get him or keep him out of the season? So we learned that based off his world ranking, he could actually, be given that medical exemption, and Tyler Mason would be in problems this year again, and this would have been his fourth time finishing fourth. Now he finished third, and he possibly would not have the opportunity to rep Jamaica. Well, that seems to be some light at the end of the tunnel for the man Tyler Mason. Yeah. Also, we learned that the regional championship could also be a route for, a Broadbell and a Tia could use to actually make the national team for another spot, another bye. But that hope seemed to be dimming for Rasheed Broadbell because of what we learned. Yeah, and a lot of persons were asking if he could even go to the Diamond League and win the Diamond League and still get the bye, because this year's Diamond winner will actually get the bye. Seeing? And so that is a situation right now with Rasheed Broadbell. So let me tell you what we learned, people. We learned that Rasheed possibly has done a surgery. Yes, he did an emergency surgery. That's the information. And I will say information can change, and I am hoping that whatever the situation is concerning his injury, it is not as deep or as sad news as I got on my desk. Yeah, but I just want to let the fans know what is happening, because there are a lot of speculation going around in terms of how he will make the team and such the like. So I have this information for a few days now, and I decided that I want to share it with the fan base, to keep them informed, keep them in tune on what is happening. Sometimes we get information on the desk and we just have a lot of information piling up, and we can't, it's not like we can put out every information, or some that we get that needs to go out, they have to be done timely, because remember, we don't do YouTube full time, people. So just letting the fans know that we don't do YouTube full time, so we have to be timely in how we put out certain information. And so that is the situation with Rasheed Broadbell. It's not a good news, it's sad news, because how he started out the season, he seems to be one of the one that could actually, tackle the likes of a Grant Holloway, Cardell Tinch, and all those other Americans who are, doing their thing. Americans, they do them thing, The hurdles has always been one of our competitive events as well, the sprint hurdles. Of course, it is sprint, so we kind of always in the mix where sprint is concerned. Yeah, and it's not good news to hear what I've heard, and I'm just hoping, I don't like go on Hope Road still, but I'm hoping that he can overcome it as quickly as possible. We still have time, about 10 weeks or 9 weeks before the championship. Hopefully he can recover, but how it sounds, it seems very unlikely. It might be the end of his season. You understand? One other athlete we want to talk about, persons have been asking about Tajay Gale while he wasn't at the championship. But what we understand is that he actually sent in a medical exemption because he had some injury concerns too. If my memory serves me right, I think he did some sort of operation as well. And we just wish him a speedy recovery and see how best he can, put himself back into the pit or on the runway so that he can get himself ready for Tokyo. This is going to be very interesting, people. This is going to be very, what I can call it. I don't even know. But to hear that Rasheed is a possibility that he'll be out for the season, it's not sitting well with me. Not sitting well with me at all. Because, coming off last season where he got a bronze medal at the Olympic Games. Yeah? One of the medals that we really needed, and we got it from him. You see me I say? And for him to be back in a situation like this, it's especially for him mentally, it's not gonna be easy for him, to recover from something like this, to put things together. I noticed also he has deactivated his social media account, and I mean, that might be a something that I looked at in terms of the information. It could be true, hence the reason why he tends to, probably wants to block out persons from, trying to reach out to him, for him to actually share the news, or it is going to be in such a case where him just try as best as possible to do it or recover if it can happen. And if anybody, I suspect they're gonna try every single thing in their power to ensure that Broadbell recovers speedily. Will it happen? I don't know. Can it happen? I don't know. But we have seen worse. Remember last year, he wasn't expecting to compete at the games, because he did a surgery as well. He did a knee operation, but he was able to come back. So I certainly believe that the fighter that he is, something can happen, something might happen, but I just fear the worst, people. I just fear the worst, to be honest. And I mean, I just fear the worst. And we don't want to, the worst will happen, because trust me, when these athletes get injured, they take a toll on them, understand, So sometimes me try as best as possible for, be in the athletes them corner, because I can't understand from a coach's standpoint what athletes go through, because we as coaches will put on the work, we expect the work to be done, and then body will go through it, you see me? But that's what's up where Rasheed Broadbell is concerned. Hopefully he can recover and, can show up by time, you see me? I'm out.